Welcome, everybody, to All About Articulation, where we do a deeper dive into the articulation of some of your favorite action figures while glossing over things like sculpt, paint apps, character history, accessories, what else is there? All that other fun jazz, because I suck at that, and there are already so many great reviews on YouTube who do that already, and I don't want to waste your time. Today, we're going to do a bit of a different type of review. This is actually a comparison review. It came as a suggestion from a viewer named Cup Noodle. So shout out to Cup Noodle. Not Cup O Noodles. Not Cup of Noodles. Just Cup Noodle. That's his or her YouTube handle. They wanted to see a comparison. They were, how about a comparison of Vtoys Zero and Notaman? And which do you prefer? So, I did a previous review for the Notatoys Notaman NT. I believe this is the slim body, but it's the wider slim body, meaning that he has a wider, he has a slightly wider, more muscular shoulders, but otherwise it's a very, very slim, thin buck. So, going from left to right, the domino effect. Going from left to right, we have the Vtoys Zero body, and I made my own. What is this guy? The Gotham by Gaslight Batman. And here I have the Vtoys Zero body, sort of a Superman Returns, sort of like a mishmash of comic books / DCEU, with a spare Christian Reeve head that sit around. This, of course, is the Notatoys Notaman, slim but wide-shouldered buck. This is the Vtoys, the Vtoys G001 body that I also did a review. You can check out that video somewhere around here if I remember to put a link to it. And the reason why I have this, oh, you know what? Just lie down, okay? Just lie down. I can tell you're not into working hard on the job. Just have a seat. This is the Mezco's Netflix Punisher, and I just wanted to do sort of like a little comparison between the Netflix and the Vtoys. They're very similar in height. The Vtoys 001 body is slightly taller than the Netflix one. And this is the Mezco Toys John Wick Keanu Reeves figure, and this is a custom I made of a more relaxed John Wick, casual John Wick, as I say. This is based off the Boyfu MX Slim body. This is a body mold that a lot of people have been using, to the slim version and the more muscular version, to make customs of Mezcos, which I hate, by the way. Of all the different body types for soft good clothing custom figures, the MixMax is probably my least favorite, and I'll get to that in a second. But these are all my sort of custom kid bashed Mezco style, Mezco inspired figures here. Of the two that so we have Vtoys Zero body, Notatoys Notaman, Vtoys G001 body, and that's the Mezco, and the MixMax Slim body. Going from left to right. Okay. What I prefer are these two. We got the Vtoys. I think the Vtoys is the creme de la creme. They're big, they're buff, they're strong looking, they're imposing, and they're super articulated. The articulation here is just, it's like Mafex level. Oh, I forgot how annoying capes were. That's why I hate wired capes. A lot of people love wired capes. I hate wired capes because they're always doing that. They're always just knocking people over. And if you have them kind of articulated in a wire using their wires, and it's too heavy, it'll tip over. You never get that problem with regular non-wire capes. So anyway, the amount of articulation, the poses that you can get them into, it's fantastic. The amount of poses, the range of poses, the height. It's a very physically imposing figure, very tall, like a guy who's, I would say, like like Superman, Batman, like a Thor, maybe even a Captain America, a guy who's about 6'1" to about even up to 6'6". I think you could get away with using a figure like this. Maybe even a Bane, or even like a smallish Bane, or a classic sized Bane, or a Venom. The Zero body, Vtoys Zero body would be perfect. As you can see, as I said, here's the Superman, here's the Batman. They stand very, very close together, very, very evenly. Of course, the height's always going to be different depending on which head mold or head you use, but the Zero body with the Christopher Reeve head, for example, he goes up to about just a tad over 6.5. A hair's width over 6.5. Here's my Gotham by Gaslight custom Batman. He stands similarly, just a tad over 6.5. So as you can see, very physically imposing, very, very tall. How does he scale with the other figures? Here's Captain America, the Marvel Legend Captain America. As you can see, he stands very similar. As you can see, he stands very, very similarly tall to Captain America. Although he's a bit taller, as you can see, but not too far off. So it's a great muscular figure. For a slightly smaller statured figure. Now, of course, Christopher Reeve, Ben Affleck, Batman, I believe that's the head that I used. They're about 6'2", 6'3". Bruce Lee's about 5'10", so this is not exactly to scale, but I can live with that. But if I were to ever in need of a custom body for a slim muscular figure, this would be the way to go. The Notatoys, Notatoys, Notaman slim figure. Either wide-shouldered or slim-shouldered. I've never bought the slim-shouldered, so I can't say for sure how good that would look. But this is the wide shoulder. So for Bruce Lee, for a Spider-Man, Peter Parker is about 5'10". Like if I were to ever make a custom of a John Wick again and I need a slim build, I think I would go with this. I would definitely go with this, the Notaman. And it is hard to get your hands on this guy. I mean, I've had two pre-orders canceled on me because they just ran out and they couldn't get a restock. And I bought one on Amazon. I think this is one I got on Amazon. It was like I overpaid. I paid almost $45 to $50 for this. Normally they're about 30. And I'm still waiting on another pre-order to come in, but who knows when that's gonna happen. But if I were you guys and I was thinking about making a slim custom figure, definitely get your hands on a Notaman. Okay, and here, just a quick comparison between the Zero body and the Notaman slim body. So as you can see, the musculature, the thickness in limbs, very different. The chest, very different. I don't have any of these guys without clothing, just the stock body lying around. I've used all of them in my customs, but there are ample amount of reviews you can find on YouTube. So tons of people have done it. You can easily find it. And as I've said in my review for the GW toys, it's a very bulky body. So in some aspects, it's even bulkier than the Zero Toys body. in terms of like the bicep. But with the bigger bulk, it detracts from the articulation. So this is a less articulated body and slightly shorter. The only reason why they stand kind of evenly close is because I had to put on the boots. Once you put on boots, it adds a ton of height to this figure. Just keep that in mind. Had I left the barefoot feet, the non-shoe barefooted feet that the figure comes with, the height would probably be like more like this. But because I had to add on the boots to give Frank Castle a little bit of a, footwear, it adds a lot to the height. So now they're kind of similarly tall. But just to give you a quick measurement, he's about, with the boots, he's about a tad under 6.5. Just a smidge under 6.5. If you can see that there, right? Okay. So yeah, I mean, there are tons of reviews online as it is, and you could easily find reviews on all of these figures, these customs, if you want a more in-depth review. But in terms of, if you want my opinion on which are the quality, customizable body molds, I would say stick to these two. All right, well, these two are the same, so stick to these two right there. If you got a slim, athletic guy with tons of articulation, go with him. If you want a bigger, more beefier, hulkier dude, like a Batman or Superman or a Captain America or a Thor, stick with these two. The reason why I don't like the slim MixMax is because this is my third, I believe, figure. The first two broke right out of the box. Joints just snapped right off. I'm never again buying a MixMax. And both the slim and the more muscular MixMax body, they have almost no ab articulation. That's about as far as you can go in terms of a crunch like that. And I'm utilizing both the upper and the lower. That's as far down as he can crunch in. As opposed to the Notaman, he can get down this much. I mean, it's night and day. It's complete night and day. So, you need a slim figure, stick with Notaman. Need a bigger, more hulkier, stronger, bulkier figure, stick with the Zero body from Vtoys. All right, hope this helped you guys out. On to the next review, brother.